Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his... Guys will get it at the 25.
What? 250. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. You got double up, double up, double up, double up. Watch the eye. Check your hot read. Check. Mike. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Right over. 40.
Now Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Watch the run. Hey, go Mike 40. Mike 40.
Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. 48. Run left. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go.
Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Patrick Owasor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Jackson options out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Don't get nervous. Check 3, check 3.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Check, check.
Jackson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Jackson operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Check 48 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. 49. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Set.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the pressure gets to him again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jackson options out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Go. 40 jump shot. You ain't going nowhere. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Get him. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic.
Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Alert. Ball shot. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Here we go. Push left. Keep moving, man. Good job right there. 48's the Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Kill. Hey. Alert flare. Go. That's mine. I got him.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Markevious Mingo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Call call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Check. Blue lady. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40. Come on. Come on, D. Mike 40. Mike 40. He alert. You don't want none. Wahoo.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Friday.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Touch. 380. Check. 48's the Mike. Zebra.
Operating from the gun, Wilson being chased out left. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam. 36 power.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On the double. Mike, 49. You. No.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
65.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
No chance. 40's Mike. Guys, listen. Check the out. Go. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Here we go. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ingram again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, defense, let go. He's checking.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.